And we start tonight with our dollars and cents team. We are hearing your frustrations with EDD. The agency says it is making progress on reforming its broken system, but for many of those still waiting for their unemployment checks, they are not reassured. Morgan Reiner is bringing us stories of a few that represent 120,000 others who are still waiting as well.
Born and raised in California,
I was working for a technology company.
Michael Halford never thought he'd see the day he would leave. But then COVID hit, he lost his job.
I went from, a pretty well-paying job to absolutely zero income.
He applied for unemployment.
They had problems with verification. I had to just try every day, 20 times a day, to call in instead of filing online. And eventually I was able to connect with them and get a claim filed.
But 4 months later, he's still waiting for an interview time.
They won't even give me an interview scheduled.
In Monday's legislative hearing, the EDD said it could take up to 26 weeks for an interview.
I feel like they're not there for me at all.
Fell behind 3 months on rent, then decided it was time to leave the Golden State for Arizona. He's trying to get his California payments.
Their county assistance programs have been much more helpful for a 6-month resident than it has for a lifelong Californian.
John Martinetti is a 68-year-old seasonal logger, lives paycheck to paycheck.
My password wouldn't work, the new one.
This year, his EDD password didn't work.
I told them I needed to talk to somebody because it could be resolved in 5 minutes if they would accept my password, which they wouldn't.
After weeks, he got into the system. But then he said EDD sent him paperwork to fill out with the wrong dates that he was unemployed.
We had to borrow money to be able to live.
Which has still not been resolved.
And then when you hear on TV that there's $17 billion worth of fraud, that just makes the top of your head come off.
Yeah, EDD actually says the fraud is closer to $20 billion. And the EDD directors just said yesterday during the hearing they've created a fraud unit, but it is not staffed. Also, it takes 4 months to train someone at the EDD, and there's a 30% turnover rate, which the director claims is standard.